See, we got
All right, you're on.
Okay. All right. So welcome everybody. This is going to be a very, very significant meeting for you guys that showed up. I got to tell you, you guys that came tonight, give yourself a hand. So I want to start off with something funny. Okay. Now, I love this. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard about this, but do you know that in Texas, there are some people live so far out in the country that they've never, ever been in a city. Really, there's a lot of ranchers, they never go to the city. So there's this rancher, his wife, and his little daughter, and they decide one day to go, you know, Mom, you know, let's go down to the big city and see those skyscrapers. All right, so they decide to go to New York City. So they go to New York City, and they go to the, you know, well, not the World Trade Center, that doesn't exist anymore, but they actually go to, you know, the Empire State Building, one of the biggest buildings there. So they walk inside, and all of a sudden there's a wall in front of them. All of a sudden the wall opens, and this lady walks in. Now this lady was a little hefty. She weighed about 650 pounds. Okay, had a little bit of weight to her. Okay. She walks into the wall, and the wall closes. And they're looking, oh my God, there's a wall, and she walks into the wall. So they're looking at the wall, and all of a sudden, the wall opens again, and this gorgeous woman walks out, about 24 years old, absolutely stunning. All right, walks out. And the girl looks at her dad, and she goes, Dad, did you see that? He said, yeah, I saw that. Go get your mom as fast as you can. So it's not funny. Okay. Well, you know,
My boys would not say that.
Joel Osteen said it, so I figured I could get away with it. All right. I figured I could get away with it. But anyway, so we're going to get started. All right, guys. We got a lot to do, but I want to tell you that we've made a new discovery. Now, all the stuff we've been doing, let me give you a little history. All the stuff we've been doing, texting, social media, all the changes, you know, in October, the company gave us a new compensation plan, new services, all the things that are happening have all come together now. And honestly, guys, I think we've cracked the code. We've cracked the code on how to get people so that they can have, and what's the terminology you want me to use? You know, for their, yeah, that they can have, how would you like to have all your existing fixed bills that you have to pay every month, covered every month, never have to worry about ever paying them again? Woo! All right, you in with me? Yeah. All right, well, with everything we've done, we're cracking the code. So we have a mission statement now. So I want everybody to look over here, and our mission statement is entitled is to have a way where you can now provide enough income through customer acquisition alone to cover all your monthly expenses and to give you and your family true financial freedom for residual income. Yes. Now, we're going to show you tonight a way where you can cover all your existing monthly expenses through just customer acquisition, not even through building a team. And this happened on Friday night. Who was at the leadership on Friday night? Okay, some of you in this room. Okay, did you see that was a significant event on advanced customer acquisition? Yes, it was. It was like all the bells and all the, you know, came together that night, and it hit me because there was young people that were up on stage training on different services, and a team coordinator out of XS got up there and was training on energy, Mike Augustine, and he literally, I was in that room, and they asked, how many people here are full-time in ACN? And they asked the question. And there was about half the room raised their hand. And half the room that raised their hands pretty much were under the age of 25 years old. And it hit me. Oh my gosh. How can 25 years old, you know, mainly because this is a part-time business, okay? And some of us have businesses and stuff that we're going to keep doing no matter what. But I mean, for these young people to be able to have a full-time income, and I mean a good income, well, what I found out, and I did some research, there are a number of people that are getting residual income on services that is phenomenal every month. Just on customers. There's a young lady out of Galveston. I forget what her name is, but she's a young Latina with, she has 3 children. She's a stay-at-home mom. And she makes more income. She's been in 90-some days, right, ACN? 90-some days. She's making more income a month than her husband, who literally has a full-time job. And she stays home with the kids. She has something like, and don't, by the way, this is a disclaimer, I don't know if the number's totally right, but I know it's over 68 energy accounts alone. She has 100 points. Now, can we make sure that we turn off the phones? I'm getting paid on that, so that's okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that shocked me. That absolutely shocked me. And then he ran some numbers, and he actually gave us some idea. So we're going to share with you very quickly. My job is to give you I got about 5 minutes left, and then Lori's going to give you a worksheet that's going to blow your mind. Okay, you're going to work on tonight. We're going to teach everybody here. You're going to be able to leave here tonight knowing exactly what you need to do to get all your fixed expenses that you have. Your rent payments, your mortgage payments, if you got car payments, insurance, kids' schooling, anything that you've got that is a fixed monthly expense, be able to do it through residual income. And what we're going to show you on just getting customers, okay? The numbers are phenomenal. So we've done a lot of stuff, and we're going to go over these as we go along. But the most important thing, guys, is that what we want to do is, we kind of got all the pieces now together. We've created a system that anybody is able to do. This system is so good, anybody can do it. I don't care what age you are, 18 years old or 92, because I have a 92-year-old on my team. I don't care if you've got a business or a job or no job. It doesn't really matter. I don't care if you're in high school. I don't care what you're doing. This is an opportunity for each one of you. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. This disclaimer is this, that success in ACN is not guaranteed. We never guarantee it, all right? A person's income is based upon your effort, your own personal effort. And there are some people in ACN who joined ACN never made a dime because they didn't do anything. And I guarantee you, if you do nothing, you will not make anything. So success is only based upon your effort and what you do, okay? So we're going to give you the tools, though. We're going to give you the system tonight, and this is going to be an overall system so that you can now take it, run with it, and do anything you want. And I'm going to tell you, the ones that do run with this, your life is going to get changed, and I mean from today on. All right, because a lot of things. So first thing we're going to do is we've got all the stuff I told you about. But we're going to talk about compounding residual income, because residual income compounds. And as I said before, we're going to show you a chart on that, and we're going to show you how we crack this code. So to get it started, Lori is going to come up here, and she's going to share with you, and everybody's going to get a worksheet. We'll pass out on. Okay. All right. So can we all give it up for top producing regional vice president Lori?
Great. All right. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
We got so excited when we started really looking at all this stuff, guys, and what it's going to take. And I saw a lot of light bulbs go off on last Friday, and I saw a lot of people get really excited about it. So what we did is we put together a system where you can plug things in and know exactly what your target is and to really know what you're working for. We all know we got our whys, we got this, we got that, but why not cover all of our fixed expenses in our lives first, and then anything above and beyond that is all gravy, right? And then we can start applying that towards our whys or whatever. Maybe it's to pay off your credit card debt. Maybe it's to bring your wife home. Maybe it's to bring you home so you can fire your boss, right? So that's what this is designed to do. And I'm really excited because I'm going to take you through the technical aspects. The first page should be the one that says monthly expenses. We're not gonna cover the back page just yet, just the first page, okay? So the fixed monthly expenses, now what this is, guys, this is a personal residual income, your own personal customers. This is not designed for all the customers your team is getting. Whatever your team does, that's all gravy, right? That's all extra above and beyond this here. This is for your own goals. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a job, you go into that job, you clock in, and you know that day all the different things you have to do. You have to check your emails. You have to get calls back to people. You've got to go do estimates. You've got to do this. You've got to do that. You know each step of the way what you got to do. After tonight, you guys are going to know what you need to do in your ACN business to help you fulfill those whys, to cover those monthly expenses. When you can cover all your fixed expenses, that's true financial freedom. And most Americans will never even have a taste of that. So this is your chance to really be able to know how to do it and to pursue it. And so that's what we're going to start with, guys. And you can see here it says personal residual income goal tracker. And this is based on the fact that you have 60 points and higher. So that's a disclaimer, because if you follow this, you're going to be up to 60 points in no time. You go get 20 flash accounts, for example. Most of the flash accounts are 3 points. You're going to be at 60 points. But the point is this is based on the 10% residual income and, of course, 5% for energy. So that's what we're basing this on. So if you guys look here, I want you guys just to fill this in as we go down the list. I just want you to get a rough estimate. If you're not sure, just take a guesstimate, and later you can go in and do another one that's legitimate one at home. So basically on your monthly expenses, how much is your mortgage? How much is your rent? Either one, put that amount down. How much are your car payments? If you've got multiple cars, put down the total for both cars. How about insurance, personal casualty and health and life, all of those types of insurances that you pay on an average every single month. You guys know what it is. It comes out of your checking account. You have to pay it. Write that down. Electric and natural gas, how much is your energy costs every single month? How much is your water, sewer, garbage? This is just a basic monthly budget. Most people know what these things are, unless the other half of your family pays them. Cell phones, we all have cell phones. How much are you paying for yours? Even if you get it free, put the total amount of what your bill is that comes in, not to, you know, include the Visa card back that you're getting. Home security, I know many of us have it. Credit cards. If you've got 5 or 6 credit cards, what's the total of all those credit cards? Business expenses. Now, many of you are in the ACN. You know, all of you are in the ACN, right? So you have monthly costs, don't you? You have costs to come to the events. You have costs to go out and have coffee with people as you're meeting people. You want to figure out a budget there. Those are your marketing costs. What kind of marketing costs do you have for your business? And if you're getting magazines and DVDs, don't forget to include those in on your business expenses. Also, additional car expenses, you know, such as if your car goes into the shop or you do the oil change, those types of things, car, tires, things like that. And also home phones, TVs, all the extra utilities that you might have. Food, how much do you spend on groceries every month? Not only food and groceries, but how much do you spend when you eat out? Most of us have a huge eat out budget. How much are you spending? And also gas, how much are you paying for gas for your car? I know it's a lot less nowadays, isn't it, guys? And miscellaneous is just for those different things that each of you might have that aren't listed on here. So go ahead and do that, and then pull out the calculators on your phones, add them up. I want you to get a total monthly expense. So I'll give you about a couple minutes to add that up and get that total monthly expense.
And if you know what it is, just go down to the bottom and just fill it in. If you know what your
Who's
budget
coffee?
got.
Anyone? Somebody ordered coffee?
Yes,
Oh, right away.
coffee and water.
Very good. Thank you.
No.
What, honey? Sorry. So take a minute and add all those expenses up.
And it doesn't have to be accurate tonight. You can go back home tonight or tomorrow and actually do all the accurate numbers. But figure out what is your average, what do you need every month just to get by on your bills, all your bills, and your entertainment, everything you spend. How much you spend a month?
Does anybody need a calculator, a phone calculator or anything? Does anyone need something?
Or is this sheet done in Word or Excel?
I have it on an Adobe, but I do have an Excel too. Because of course I created
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
it.
mean,
Yeah. So those of you that are here, I will make sure you get with me, or I will give you extra copies for tonight so you can take it home and get accurate numbers. But this will be a good starter for you. I printed enough for everyone to be able to take one home too, to figure it out. So, how we doing? I'm looking. We still need a couple minutes to work on it. Everybody, I'm going to give you a couple minutes.
I don't know how we do it. I bet you don't even have this amount of steps per month.
That's not uncommon, trust me. That's an average nowadays
You see,
for a two-person household.
92, 60, 9,260 bucks.
That's about mine.
I kid you not.
You would be surprised how much people are spending these days.
We're way beyond them.
One of my biggest passions is helping people get rid of their debt. That's one of my biggest passions. If you ever want to know how to get rid of all your credit card debt, all your car debt, all that stuff. Yours is more than you bring in. The typical American sitting right over there. Where did the extra comes? Comes from your credit cards, doesn't it? That's why we need this, guys. That's why it's good to take a look at what you have so that you know how to plan and change that, right? That's what we're all here for. We know what we're doing isn't working. So we got to make a change. So I see people are still working on it. Who is all done? Raise your hand. Okay, just a few of you. Okay, very good.
It's on a spreadsheet already.
You already put it on the spreadsheet. Putting it on the computer first. And that's okay. You can get home and do an accurate count when we're home. Mhm. It probably is. Typically, people underestimate what they really spend.
I know you may have charts.
Okay, as many of you, let me just ask, those of you who have done, who set and you've got your fixed expenses covered with your job and you want to retire your spouse, but you need a certain amount to retire your spouse, that's okay. You just, at least this will show you how much you can cover on your spouse's income. If your spouse's income is $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month, you know you're running for that. That's your goal. So it doesn't have to be covering your fixed expenses. It might be retiring that spouse or sending the kids to college or whatever it is. Okay? So those of you that were done with the first part, go ahead and start on the monthly bills you want to pay first with your residual income.
Too bad it's working, so you don't get kicked out, I mean, rent, so you don't get kicked out of the house.
That's probably a good thing, right? So take a couple minutes for that. Now some of this I might breeze through because in lieu of time, but you'll get the idea of what you want to accomplish. And this monthly bills that you want to pay off first with residual income, write the amount down and what goal date you want to achieve that by. And the goal date may not be real easy to figure out right now until we see the second page and I show you what the possibilities are. Once you see the possibilities, it'll be up to the effort that you do to go after that goal. Because one thing I will say, just like Wayne said and clarified in the beginning, if you do nothing, you're not going to make the residual income to make any of this happen. But if you do a little bit every day, you're working towards that goal each and every day. If you do a lot every day, you can make it happen in a very fast time. So that's what this amount is and the goal date, because once you see the other side, you'll be able to figure out those goal dates later. And then a date achieved. What day did you achieve these different things? Now the third section is your why. And many of you might have multiple whys. So you can list several different whys in there. And you want to say when and how much you need to achieve those whys and the date achieved. Like with Mr. Sewell, it was to pay for his two girls going to college and not have to pull out loans and have college debt, right? So for him, it was right away. It was an urgent thing. And how much, I don't know how much it was for him, but you would fill in when you need it by, how much you need, and the date you achieve it. So let me see, who is all done with their fixed monthly expenses and the total? Who is all done? Everybody raise your hand if you're done with the fixed monthly expenses. Okay. Not quite all the room. Most of the room? Okay.
Just guess. If you haven't done it yet, guess. Guess so much. You can always fix it later, okay? This is important. You need to know you just use a number so you can start doing these numbers. Because you're gonna need to extrapolate what you need to do. And you're gonna find this is so simple.
And you guys, it's okay to have why. If your why is more than paying your residual bills, if your why is taking the kids to Disney World this summer, this next coming summer, that's okay. We need things to run for and dreams to have. If whatever your reasons why are, just write a simple why in there for now, and you can always go back in and add more why. Now this bottom part we're going to cover later. It talks about how many texts a day to achieve it. We've got the 5-a-day text that we've been talking about, so a lot of us can accomplish that very easily, very quickly. But also how many referrals to contact a day. If you're getting one customer a day, you should be asking for at least 5 referrals from that one customer, so you have 5 new people to contact tomorrow, right? Or even that same day. So this is just to help you know what to keep you on track on what to do. I think I'm going to move on.
Move on.
So if you guys can, I know some of you might be behind, but that's okay. You can be thinking about some of this stuff. But I want you to turn your page over to the other side. So I want you to see the potential, because then you might turn it back to the other side and know how to fill this out a little easier. It might be easier for you. But if you turn it over to the other side, you're going to see what? You're going to see some of the things that we never quite thought of it this way before. Mr. Mike Augustine, team coordinator, kind of brought it to our attention. He said, in one statement, he said, if you want an extra $1,000, go out and get 100 energy accounts. What a simple explanation, right? So we did a little bit of math to come up with some of these numbers, because some of the people watching on the Google, they're not maybe in an energy state. So they might have to focus more on Vivint or Flash. So we've broken it down to 3 of our primary services: Vivint, Flash, and Energy. If you guys look here, if you get a certain amount of accounts, if you have your 60 points and you're at the 10% level, how much income is it for those accounts? How much are you really getting back in your pocket, right? So that you know how you're going to cover those fixed expenses or how you're going to get that why. So if you take a look here, we took Flash and we based it on a $50 average bill. Now some of the bills might be lower, some might be higher, but with the Flash, most people pick the unlimited plans. And so for the Sprint version, obviously it's $49. For the Verizon, it's $64 for that main plan, correct? Got more people coming in, we got some commotion.
Okay, we'll have to put people in the back there. They're gonna have to stand in the back after this, okay? Stand right in the back, okay, after we get this, okay? Cool.
Okay. So if we base this Flash being an average $50 bill, and if you look here, the first goal obviously is your own Flash service plus 5. Why? Because yours can be free, right? They can send you up to $50 free service back on your cell phone. Not only are you doing that, but you're making a residual income on all those other accounts, totaling $25 a month residual income, guys. Now, I'll tell you, to get $25 a month in residual income, if you were to put it in the bank, take a lot of money just to get that. A minimum of $25,000, if not more, just to get $25 a month back to you.
And that's just with 5.
Just 5 Flash accounts. So what are you more likely to do in the next month? Are you more likely to go get 5 Flash accounts and your own, or put $25,000 in the bank?
To get 5.
It's a little simpler, right? A little more doable for the average American. So if you look here, so that's your first goal. You want to wrap that up, get it done. Now, some of you may be really comfortable focusing on the Flash. Some of you may be really comfortable focusing on the Vivint. So I outlined both services with an average $50 bill so that you could see which one you would want to go for. I love the Flash concept because if you don't have your 60 points yet, you could go get 20 Flash accounts on the 3-point version of it, and you could have 20 new accounts and 60 points, just like that. Not only are you got 20 new Flash accounts bringing you a total of $100 residual income, your own free cell phone
Every month.
every single month. Not only are you getting that, but you also have your 60 points, okay? So for me, that's a faster way to get your 60 points than the Energy. It takes longer, unless you're getting big Energy accounts, but they still take time to get the quotes in and do all the things. So my feeling is run with Flash or run with Vivint, either one. Vivint's the same deal, guys. You're going to create the same success just as quick. Just depends on what you want to get comfortable with. I always say pick 1 or 2 that you want to get really comfortable with and get comfortable with it and go for it. Just go out there and own it. If you own it, look at the type of income you can do. Now, Jordan, I hope you don't mind I put you on the spot. You're young, you're in high school still, you got a part-time job. Do you mind if I ask how much do you make part-time working?
I probably make about
Per month?
monthly about $2,200.
About $2,200 a month, still in high school, so he's working full-time almost, I would imagine, for that income,
Yeah.
right? So if you look here, how much would you need to do to replace that income?
Probably an extra $1,500 a month.
Okay, then $1,500 a month to replace it, because remember, he's got taxes coming out of that $2,200. He didn't get it all in his pocket. So if he gets $1,500 for Flash, if he just got really good at offering Flash service to all the friends and people he knows and getting 5 referrals all the time, he could be at 300 Flash phones before he knows it. I mean, think about it, guys. These Verizon stores, these stores that are open, people are walking through their doors, they're getting a lot of accounts. And this time of year with the holidays coming, people are looking to get cell phones for their kids, for the people they know. So if you wanted to, too, it might be smart. Mike Bryson, team coordinator up in Dallas, keeps a whole bunch of cell phones on him. He keeps like the iPhone 5s, the iPhone 6, the Androids. He keeps a few on him. So if somebody says, yeah, I'd really like to do it, he'll even say, well, what kind of phone do you have? If they have a comparable phone, what he'll say is, why don't we trade phones? We'll get you hooked up now. I'll take your phone. And he goes and sells it on Craigslist or sells it to his supplier. right? So he makes an instant sell right away, and he just does a trade with his person. So he's helping them, and they're helping him at the same time. So get creative. Don't be afraid to be creative and to think of new ideas. How can I get more of them out there and offer more of it? Construction sites are a great place for the inexpensive flip phones. So get creative. Start thinking about what you can do and how you can make this happen. Now I know 300 for, if you look at that number, that looks like a lot. But what if Jordan just focused on getting 50 a month? Just 50 a month. That would take him only 6 months to be at the same level, and he wouldn't have to keep going to a job at the same time. He could just go and focus just on this. You guys see the difference? If he replaced that income, he didn't have to go to his job anymore, and it took him only 6 months to do it. Is it worth it? Yes. Okay. So if you go down here, guys, I've already covered Vivid and Flash, but look here at electric. I want you to look at the electric accounts. This is based on a $200 average bill because we pay 5% of that, or take half the bill at $100 and we pay you 10% of that. So however you want to look at it. But the cool thing is you should be definitely shooting for getting your energy account and 10. That should be your first goal. First goal. Why? You're going to get a gift card back of about $200 if your bill's $200 or all the 10 others are averaging $200. And it's going to create an extra $100 residual at the same time. So I love Tanae Broomfield. She said after Friday night, she realized all she needs to do is go get 100 energy accounts. And what's that going to pay her, guys? $1,000. And that's her goal to do how quick is she doing that?
She wants to do it in 30 days.
30 days. Could you do it?
Yeah.
The young girl in Galveston did it pretty quick, right? And so this is exciting, guys. So if you look here, if you need $3,500 in fixed expenses to cover, 350 energy accounts to do it. 350. It sounds like a lot, but one person, you show them how much you're saving, they get excited. You think they're going to refer you at least 5, maybe more? Absolutely.
And remember, these are combinations of all the different services. So you don't have to get like 50 cell phone accounts, which you can have all the other things comboed in.
And if you help them with energy, do you think you could help them with cell phone? So it's not like you're getting a whole bunch of different people, you're combining them all. But this is going to show you and give you a path to work towards. And one other thing I want to mention here, electric's amazing because you can make this extra residual, but all these services work. It doesn't matter where you are, and don't think just Texas if you're in Texas, don't think just California if you're in California. Think about all nation because you know people all over the place. And people will do these referrals. And I'll give you an example on Flash, since we can offer our customers free cell phone too. When you get a Flash customer, let them know that if they give you 5 referrals, their cell phone can be free. And guess what? They say, oh yeah, but here, do this. Say, well, if you want 5 people to sign up for it, I need you to text this to 20 people. And give them a clean text that says, hey, my friend Mike just hooked me up. I saved 30% on my phone, or whatever happened for that person. I don't know what he can do for you, but he's going to call you. And he texts that out to 20 people. You got 20 new people to reach out to. Maybe 2 services per person, right? So use the things that we have, guys, and run for this. This is what you want to run for. And you want to run, what's your monthly, if your goal is to cover your bills, if it is, it may not be yours, but if it is, what is it going to take to cover your monthly goals? If it's to cover your why, what's your why? How much is it going to take to cover your why? And what do you need to do? And then make a plan of action and start running for it. Start going for it, because it's going to happen for you if you do the work. And we got so excited when we took a look at this, because we know residual income's been paying our bills for years. So if we can teach you guys a simpler, faster way to get there than what we took, we're excited about that. And the great thing is, as you go out and you're meeting more people, not everyone's going to be our customer. Some are going to say, how are you making money at this land? I want to know about this, right? Miss Brenda Davison had that happen in her team. Zai was out getting an energy account, wasn't he? How many people's in his team now from that one energy account he was trying to acquire?
Quite a few, but he's got 4 ETLs because of that.
4 ETLs created because he was out getting an energy account. He didn't even know what to say when the guy said, but the gal said, are you making money at this? He said, but, and she goes, well, tell me about it. He goes, he says, let me call Brenda. And he called Brenda and put her on the phone with that lady. And now he's got 3 ETLs in his team, or 4 ETLs in his team from that one customer he was acquiring. So you guys are going to run into IDOs that want to do this with you.
He went ETL, he doesn't have a clue.
You didn't even know he was ETL. He might even come to TC, who knows, right? So you guys, I'm excited. We had to roll this out, let you play with it. Those of you that want an extra one, come up to me afterwards. I'll get you extra ones. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Wayne because he's going to really show you how to run for this, because I just showed you the residual aspects. Guys, there's bonuses too. This is so huge, guys. I'm so excited. So with that, over to our fearless leader.
So let's give Miss Lori. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. The whole thing is that because of what the company's done with the bonus program, which, by the way, you'll see this every month. This isn't not a special. They're going to be doing this from now on. It might change, the numbers might change, but I got a feeling it's always going to, this is a disclaimer. I'm not part of the company, but I believe they're going to do the $400 every single month. And you can make more multiples of 6 services, right? Everybody knows that, all right? So I think everybody here knows that. So here's the big thing. The key to this is we've got to get accounts. Now, I got to tell you, I'm so jacked up on this. Lori and I already got 3 accounts in this month, and I just hit everybody in my apartment complex. People I really didn't talk to. I got to be candid with you. You can get lazy, and there's people that are in an apartment complex I know. So you know what I've been doing? I've been coming in. I've been passing out a card. Now I made a simple card, and you can do this. All this is a simple card. It has my name on it, my cell phone, and my online survey. Now, is there any ACN on this?
No.
When they open up the survey, any ACN?
No.
They got a 1-minute video, and I'm going up to everybody, say, hey, listen, do me a huge personal favor, and since I don't know these people that well, I'm going, listen, Lori and I, we have a heart to feed kids. In our company, we have essential bills, and if you just fill out this survey for me, it costs you nothing, Ray. But if you fill out the survey for me, we're going to look at your bills. And we have, we do energy, we have cell phones, internet. We might even be able to get you free cell phone. How would that sound to you, Ray? Never pay a cell phone bill.
Great.
On top of that, so we're going to help you get better value, save money. But on top of it, every month when you pay your bill, we're going to feed 100 kids. 1.3 million kids we fed in the USA last year. We're going to feed 1.5 this year, and our goal is to eradicate childhood hunger. That's what Lori and I are passionate about. Now, these are people we hardly know. We see them, you wave when they go to work. We haven't spending time with them. They're just really very cool prospects. They're not cold, they're just cool because they're my neighbors. Okay, and I know their first name. And all I did was I given them this, and they're filling these things out and sending these in like crazy. And I go, Lori, the light bulb hit me in the head. Oh my gosh, all we got to do is get activity, right? So that's pretty simple, isn't it? And by the way, these you can get on Vistaprint. You can get these things for like $25 for 250 or something. Huh?
$10 for 500.
$10 for 500 cards. This is simple. I don't give out an ACN card. The only ones I give ACN cards to people on my team. I don't give out ACN cards. I give out this card. And I'm going to do boxes of these. Okay, to people that I meet, because I meet a lot of people. So you can pass it around if you want. Now, one of the other keys to this is, guys, one of the things I want to jump back a little bit, energy. Mr. Mike Augustine gave us a training, and by the way, can we turn this off for a second? Can we do a pause?